What's up, everybody? It's your man right here, the one and only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster, as always, bring you the knowledge and dropping the science in this industry of what we call trucking, okay? I'm doing this particular video to speak on fuel surcharge. This was requested by brother Brandon Gallet, if I'm saying your name right. This right here is to explain fuel surcharge, okay? So, what is fuel surcharge? All right, fuel surcharge is when the United States Department of Energy puts out every Monday what they're paying on average for diesel fuel here in the United States. Okay, from this average, what shipping companies do, brokers, trucking companies, what they do is that they take this average and then they divide it up in regions, and from here, this is what they charge and stuff to send freight from one point to the next and stuff, depending on that lane. All right, on that lane and stuff, they add fuel surcharge on to where the product and stuff is being shipped. Okay, now, if you're getting into this industry and you are contracting on and stuff, and you're going to get paid by the miles, then they have what's called line haul pay or base pay, and then they have what's called fuel surcharge. All right, now, some of the questions you need to ask and stuff about the fuel surcharge is that, do they pay, how much of the fuel surcharge do they pay? Most companies will pay 100% of the fuel surcharge. All right, but that is a question that needs to be asked. How much of the fuel surcharge does it pay? All right, another question that needs to be asked is, where does the fuel surcharge applies? Some companies will pay fuel surcharge on all miles, which means load and empty. Some will pay only for when you are loaded. Okay, so that's real important too and stuff to know. You know, if you get a load of stuff and you get paid by the mile, then to know actually what the load of stuff is going to be paying you from point A to point B, because mileage paying stuff, on empty, some people had a sliding scale and stuff, which means that they pay one rate. They pay one rate and stuff when you empty. They pay another rate when you load it. And then the fuel surcharge and stuff applies on that. And then some people just give you a straight rate and stuff, and then give you the fuel surcharge and stuff on all miles traveled. That means load and empty. But again, different carriers, different ways and stuff of doing things and stuff. But again, that's something that has to be asked. All right. Now, again, the report comes out every Monday, which means that your fuel so if the fuel is high, on average, then the fuel surcharge goes up. If fuel is low, if the average diesel fuel price and stuff are low, then fuel surcharge and stuff is going to be low as well. All right, so it's kind of like an incentive and stuff of shipping things, like, okay, well, this is what I have to charge for shipping, and then to kind of off balance what you're paying for diesel fuel and stuff, this is what we add on right here. All right, now again, I went over there and stuff with the miles and stuff. Now, when you're on percentage, it's done a little bit differently. All right, for instance, like I was going to be doing a load tomorrow and stuff, Monday, out of Portland, Maine, that was going out to Newport News, that was paying $1,600. All right, on 678 miles. And so on the rate confirmation sheet and stuff, it shows up there what the load is paying total and how much of that contributes to the fuel surcharge. All right, so out of $1,600, $200 was going towards the fuel surcharge, which means that you take what you do to understand how much the fuel surcharge is on this particular load here is that you take what the fuel surcharge is, and then you divide it up by how many miles and stuff that you're traveling. So in this particular load here and stuff, 678 miles, $200 fuel surcharge, which means that they was paying 29 cents. They was paying 29 cents and stuff for the fuel surcharge. All right, that's how it works. That's how it works on percentage. Now, not to go too much into detail and stuff about I just want to stick to the facts and stuff about fuel surcharge. So again, if you're on mileage, then if you're on the mileage and stuff, then they have the average. They pretty much tell you how much the fuel surcharge and stuff is going to be on Monday, you know, whether it went up or whether it went down or whether it just stayed the same and stuff. So what you do is that you take the base pay. If they're saying that they're paying you, say you get with a carrier and then they pay you fuel surcharge, they give you 100% of the fuel surcharge and stuff on all miles. So if you're on, like I said, you're on all, if they give it to you on all miles, right? And then your line haul, right? Your line haul pay is the same regardless of how many miles and stuff that you do. So let's just say they're paying you 91 cents a mile, right? They're paying you 91 cents a mile, and fuel surcharge and stuff is 30 cents. So what you do is that you take the excuse me, you take the 91 cent, you add the 30 cent on with, you add the 30 cent up with man, I can't speak today. You add the 30 cent up with that and stuff, and then, you know, you come up with your grand total of, and I'm just doing it on the calculator, so I'm not wrong or anything like that. All right, so they're paying you 91 cents, and then they're giving you fuel surcharge and stuff of 30 cents. Okay, that gives you $1.21 on all miles. And so you take the miles and stuff that you take the miles and stuff that you're doing, and you multiply that by what they're paying you and stuff, and then they'll give you a grand total. So let's say again, you know, same scenario, 678 miles, no deadhead, 678 miles. You just multiply that by $1.21, which will give you $820.38 on all miles. All right. So I hope that right there and stuff explained fuel surcharge and how it works a little bit. If you want me to go more in depth and stuff, just feel free to contact me directly. All I ask is that if you do contact me, let it be about the industry, and I'll help you out as much as possible. Also, hit me up on my Facebook page, Red Rooster, red like the color, rooster like the bird. Send me that friend request and stuff, man, and I'll send you I'll go ahead and accept it. I have trucking information and content up there as well. And with that being said, it's your man right here, the one and only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster, telling you as always, continue to do your research, fact-finding studies, harness on your skills every day. Until next time we talk, next time we meet, be safe, be easy, and peace out.